Week 6 of the NFL. And we'll get a look at Joe Burrow. He's going to have to air it out plenty this week. It's the Bengals and the Seahawks. Next on Madden Football.
We are pleased, as always, to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today, we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. Hi again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gunn. To my left, Charles Davis. And, Charles, you focus on this Bengal team entering play. They're off to a terrific start, unbeaten at 5-0 through the first month and change.
And you can hang a lot of this early success on their defense, too. They're the tone setters for these guys, and the entire team feeds off of what they do.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Seahawks, they come in with some fresh legs as they got the week off last week thanks to the early season bye.
And usually you hope your bye comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get fresh legs back, you take that time and you run with it.
Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. So the Seahawks ready to take over on offense. And it is a first-time Pro Bowler who leads them out, Charles, in his 11th year now, Geno Smith.
And coming off of an early season open week. And in this situation, what he told us when we sat down with him was he spent a lot of time working on fundamentals, kind of getting back to basics during that time, as opposed to having to worry about healing up or resting up. It was too early in the season. Get back to the basics, get his game going again.
Right out of the gates, here's Smith. Short throw to Disley. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be second down. Well, this defense for the Bengals, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Trying to throw the ball downfield, and all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
You talk about this Bengals defense. This crew against the pass, issues at times, ranked number 24, Charles, in the NFL.
And when you're getting ready to face the #1 overall offense in the NFL, it does not matter where you rank defensively because you got your hands full. You don't know what you're going to face, but you know that that's a strong unit that you're getting ready for.
That'll go as a pickup of 8.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
Not before he's inside the 30. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Off of play action, here's Smith. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. They run with the second-year man. It's Kenneth Walker. Still going. They can't stop him. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Smith. Left side, he finds Smith and Jigba. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the Bengals' 10-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Smith. Going right back to Smith and Jigba. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And it'll leave him with 3rd and a full yard to go. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Smith going to throw on 3rd and 1. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And the Seahawks are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1. Throwing again is Smith. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. They came with a safety blitz, and Daxton Hill got home. Well, these sacks are really piling up. Last week, it was a half-dozen sacks. And here's one on the opening drive.
And it has the potential to be what we call a gap, a game-altering play. Because, let's face it, you just mentioned 6 sacks last week.
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And he finds Lockett in the end zone. Touchdown, Seattle. A great play there. Laying himself out in the end zone. And the Seahawks are on the board first here this afternoon. Jason Myers now for the extra point. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it ends with a Tyler Lockett touchdown. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. And the Bengals now set for their first possession, and it's Pro Bowler Joe Burrow who leads this offense in his 4th season now out of LSU.
And he's been playing at an elite level here in this early half of the season. Tops in the league in touchdown passes at this point. This is definitely a wide-open offense, and we'll see if he can keep his string of good games going right here. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. This one caught downfield by Higgins. Down the left sideline. Touchdown! T. Higgins hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. McPherson up and good, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their 2nd drive. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend. Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again. There he goes, right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. So often on these RPOs, we see the ball get from the quarterback to the receiver in what feels like a nanosecond. But on this play, he actually cleared coverage downfield a bit before the ball got to him. The net result, though, a considerable gain. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. You talk about this Bengals defense. They were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona. And it was the pass rush that really keyed their victory. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often. Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 28. 23 yards on the play. Again, Smith. And he's got Smith and Jigba. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
These two teams all tied after one. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. Walker. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough.
Well, that play's not going to go in their highlight reel at the end of the season, but the only benefit to the offense, maybe a little more space if they want to throw the football now after taking that loss.
This is caught. Touchdown, Seahawks. Jackson Smith-Njigba with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. T. Higgins leading the Cincinnati receiving corps out for this upcoming series. He's well on his way to a 1,000-yard season, maybe on pace to just tear past that, Charles. Defensively, they need to pay a little bit more attention to him?
Yeah, I think so, because remember, throwing the football, that can shred a defense quicker than anything else, because as soon as the catch is made, he still has the ability to, yards after catch, get downfield, gain even more, score touchdowns, all of that. This is going to be a lot of fun to watch as this progresses, to see how they defend him and how he changes up his game in order to try and keep getting open.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. So, Charles, you look at this offense, and really on paper, at least a great situation for them upcoming. They're unbeaten on the year, an open week coming up after this. So I guess my question, any worry that maybe this is coming at the wrong time?
Oh, definitely I'd be worried about this game, maybe more than any other on the schedule, because I know my guys are looking ahead to that open week. I've got to keep them focused on the task ahead, make sure they take care of business in this one. Otherwise, you're talking about a double trap. The trap of losing the game and then having the open week and having to stew about it.
Here's Burrow completing this to Chase. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. He's fresh off that 3-touchdown performance last week. They got him AFC Offensive Player of the Week, so you know that he was already on their radar. Now he's maybe even a bigger plane on their radar.
Bigger plane. I mean, he is the big dot on that screen that they're looking at and saying, how in the heck do we stop him? They're going to try a bunch of different things, different people covering him. But right now, he's locked in and is in sync with his quarterback. He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Again, it's Burrow on 2nd and 10. Touchdown, Bengals! Jamar Chase with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Bengals are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And we are tied at 14. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it was Jamar Chase who finished it off with a touchdown reception. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. On the return from his end zone, Rodgers. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all, and if we feel that way, I know it frustrates the coaching staff, and it also has to frustrate the key leaders in the locker room. They got to figure out how to get coordinated.
Now a play fake, and it's Smith. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Now Geno. Setting up the screen here. This is Walker. He can't get him down. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. Out of the gun, Walker with it. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Score that tackle for loss to the Wyoming alumnus, Logan Wilson. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Geno now to throw. Over the middle, finding Smith-Njigba. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 25-yard line. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards the 2-minute warning. They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Throwing now is Geno. And Walker has it. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another first down. Now it's Smith. Completes it to Fant on the right side. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Now Smith. And that is incomplete here.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
Smith throwing again. And this is going to be incomplete. That'll bring up 4th down as his Cincy defense stands up on 3rd.
Smart move to throw that one away. You're in field goal range, so you definitely don't want to be loose with the ball. And that's great work by this defense to force a 4th down.
Myers' kick is good. And they take a 17-14 lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Jamar Chase hoping to be at center stage yet again as the offense returns to the field. Previous series, definitely a focal point. 3 catches, the touchdown grab. As a DB, or former DB, is there a number of catches on a drive you're like, oh, he got the best of us?
I'm not sure there's a number, but there's a great feel. And what he did on the last drive, yeah,
especially with the touchdown.
Yes, you're exactly right. The way he capped it off, so you feel that at the sideline, and now you're looking at your buddies and saying, okay, what are we going to do to take things away from him? Because I'm not sure the other guys can make those sort of plays, so let's make sure that we don't let him get going again.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. Another first down, though, as this one goes for 25. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try to pick up another first down.
He gets this in the hands of Mixon. Pushes past him. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And he'll find Chase on the right side complete. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Open man is Higgins, and he's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. A great effort there. With touchdown number 2 in the game, and Bengals will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. And it looks like one of the DBs has it. So problems there on the return. Very costly. Not what you need when you've just surrendered the lead.
Not at all, because this now has a chance to really snowball on them quickly. Their offense is a
touchdown. Jamar Chase with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Bengals will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, it only takes a few snaps before they're in the end zone. That's how they demoralize teams. That's how they put them on notice.
From the end zone, here comes Eskridge. Fighting his way through contact. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. And the Seahawks offense going to get one final possession in this first half. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. They brought him in off the corner, and he gets in to drop him for a loss of 4. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And down he'll go at the 25. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. A few teams starting to rise to the top as it's time to take you around the NFL here in Week 6. We'll get started up at Cleveland Browns Stadium in Cleveland. And those two are tied up as they play the second quarter. From there, we head down south to Atlanta to check on the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And you can see, currently they trail in that ball game. Terry McLaurin, over 100 yards receiving and a touchdown catch as well. Finally, let's take the trip across the Atlantic, see what's happening over in London. And they were victorious in that one over the visiting Baltimore Ravens. Tajay Spears, a touchdown run in the victory. We saw a strong first half out of the quarterback, Joe Burrow. He was on point repeatedly, ultimately finishing with 4 touchdown passes in those first 2 quarters alone. With both of these offenses having their way, it's not likely they'll need to be doing a whole lot at halftime. But the defenses are definitely in need of some adjusting. And for the call of the second half, let's go back out to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. There's a look at receiver Jamar Chase as the Bengals get set to go on offense. For him, what an accomplishment in this game, surpassing the 2,000-yard mark. And all the time we talk about these guys out wide like him that are so athletic and can do so many things. But take us a little deeper. How has he done it this year?
Well, you helped with this because when we sat down with him before the game and discussed his season, and you said to him, okay, I have a vision that you, similar to a pitcher, change up a lot of things, right? Different arm angles, different slots that a pitcher would do. You do that with your route running and all that. And I loved his response. He said, yeah, I do that. But one of his best friends is a world-ranked tennis player, and he talked about serves and how you change up, take pace off, do different things, and he incorporated that into his route running.
That one covers 29 yards, first down. And there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic, well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? We should be, right? Because I'm going to go back and watch this tape and really enjoy what I'm seeing.
And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. It looks looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Burrow looking to pass. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Joe Mixon, 56 yards. And the Bengals are able to extend their lead. McPherson now for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Just a 4-point drive that time. And it ends with a Bengals score. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. On the return from his end zone, Rodgers. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Now we'll see what this Seahawks offense has in store with their first possession of the second half. Now Smith and the Seahawks going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Jermaine Pratt fighting in and dropping him for the loss. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Toss left side for Walker. And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. Back to throw, Smith. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And he bats it away and falls down incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Taking a couple yards shy of midfield. A nice punt, but a good run back as well, 13 yards. And the Bengals will take over in terrific field position. Jamar Chase hoping to be at center stage yet again as the offense returns to the field. And now he's inching closer to a 200-yard game. He's been so solid.
And he's really denting the pride of the guys playing defense, too, because there's certain barriers that you just don't want to give up. Never want to give up a 100-yard rusher, a 100-yard receiver. He's closing in on 200 yards. That's a really big game.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, yeah, the job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal. Mixon will take this one in. Touchdown, Cincinnati.
And maybe that's the magic touch right there. They didn't use him at all in the first half, at least running the football. But here they entrust him with some work down in the red zone, and he responds. 1 carry, 1 touchdown.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That'll put him at 66 receiving yards now for the game, and he's got a first down.
First down, Seahawks.
Straight ahead, Walker. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down. Well, this defense, they've got the 4-score advantage, and you can see why they continue to bottle up the run game, and really they've just been sharp in all facets here in this one, CD.
Yeah, they've kept that offense in check the entire game, and I think it's been led by what you just talked about, that defensive front, which has not allowed them to run the football and establish control of the line of scrimmage.
And Metcalf going to have the Seahawks first down as a tackle made at the 42.
First down.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. On first down, Smith. He'll get that complete to Parkinson. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 2. Throwing is Smith. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Third and 2, Smith. He's got his target. That's complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Throwing again is Smith. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Quick hands that time to knock that one away. It sure looked like a short touchdown, but able to get a good break on the football and force the incompletion.
To throw on second down is Smith. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Ken Walker from 6 yards away. And the Seahawks are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that'll cut the lead down to 18. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be snuffed out. The Bengals recover. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw taken in here by Chase. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
That's good for the Cincinnati Bengals. 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Now Burrow on first down. This goes out wide from Mixon. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Looking to speed things up here, run with some tempo. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. And the incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it down.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
Here we go.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Uchenna Nwosu. And the Seahawks are going to take over at their own 2-yard line.
What a stand there defensively. They force the 3rd and goal, force them into what they think will be a passing situation, and then they make sure to lock up all the receivers and come away with the interception. Sounds simple, but that was really well done.
And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. And now Smith going to change the play. Smith and Jigba with the grab. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. On 1st down, it's Smith. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up. And now an audible here into something else. Here's Smith now on 2nd down. This complete to Lockett. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. Now Smith. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 68 yards receiving now for him in the game. And a 1st down on that last catch as well. Here's Smith. Over the middle, finding Smith and Jigba. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Smith on 1st down. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. A great play there. 27 yards. And the Seahawks have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Myers connects on the PAT, and that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this is going to be snuffed out. The Bengals recover. The 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical. Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that will bring up 2nd down. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. 2nd down and 4. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon from 13 yards out. And the Bengals add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. On the return from his end zone, Rodgers. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left. Throwing now is Geno. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. And the penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward. Now Geno on 1st down. Repeat of the last play, finding Walker. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Now they got to get to the line quickly. On second down, here's Smith. And complete to Smith-Njigba. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And quickly they get to the line. Now a first down throw. It's Smith. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
It's second down and 10.
To the air again, Smith. And his throw is incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Throwing on third down, Smith. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. No choice but to go. Here's fourth down now. Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bengals will get the football back.
Here we go.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. He will find his man Chase complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 35. And they're going to speed things up here.
That's good for the Cincinnati Bengals. First and 10 at the 40.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. Another one into the hands of Jamar Chase. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. If you step back and look at this, CD, a pretty impressive victory. Not the best defense in the NFL they were going against, but it is a top 10 defense in this league, and they're pretty sound, but yet they found a way to get it done and get the victory.
Yeah, I got to give them credit because I think their game plan was really, really strong for this one.